Hello. In today's video, I'd like to talk about dividend stocks and a triple threat that dividend stocks kind of provide. Basically, when you're investing, it's really simple. There's only three things that the price can do. The price of something you're invested in can go up, the price of something you're invested in can stay the same, and the price of your investment can go down in value. So really, a lot of things in investing is made to be so hard and complicated, and people think you start needing to, introduce calculus equations or start figuring out the moon and the low tide, and if it's on the second Wednesday and it rains, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. At the end of the day, there's three things that your investment can do, and a unique investment that doesn't offer bulletproof protection, but it has some advantages in all three, is dividend stocks. So let's take a look at how dividend stocks might perform in these three different economic environments. Let's say you have a bull market and you have a stock market that's going up. Well, your dividend stock is probably doing well. They're probably increasing their dividend, and everything's great. Not only are you getting the dividend, but the value, your price per share, is going up in value. Maybe not every stock, but in general, if the stock market's going up, dividend stocks are going up as well. Plus they pay the dividend. Now, if we have an environment, here's one of my favorite things about a dividend stock. Let's say we have kind of a volatile or a flatline economy where everything just moves, everything's going sideways for a year or two or however length of period of time. If you're in a stock that doesn't pay a dividend, it's kind of just money sitting there. But the nice thing about dividend stocks is, although the market's not moving in either direction, up or down necessarily, you're still getting that dividend. So you're getting a little incentive there to own some dividend stocks. And that's a neat feature, because you're not going to be able to play volatility the way that you like. Things that might not be presenting themselves cheaply that you can purchase into. But here you are in your dividend stocks in a sideways market, and you're reinvesting your dividends if you want, or you're just taking the income, whatever you would like to do, but you have that luxury. Now let's say in a bear market or a recession. So your dividend stocks in a recession, they're probably going to go down in value just like the other stocks. But the interesting thing about a dividend stock is, if you're in a good one, it'll still pay the dividend. So it's going to go down a little bit less. And here's another reason why it might go down less, or could even stay flat or go up. A lot of these fund managers and people that are industry pros or run a hedge fund or mutual fund, they don't want to be just in cash. That doesn't look like they're working, I guess. They're afraid to be in cash. So what they typically do in a bear market is they run to really safe dividend paying stocks. And if you already own these dividend paying stocks and a recession happens, you're going to get all these institutional investment money pouring into these stocks. Probably won't go down as much. If they go down and your company does not cut the dividend, you can reinvest the dividend in a stock that has a lower price. So if you have a stock that pays a 4% dividend that's $100 a share, and it drops to $85 a share, you can take the money from your dividends and buy it at $85 a share. So in a way, if you own dividend stocks, you're somewhat protected if the stock market's going up or going flat or going down. There's definitely losses that you can experience, but it has an extra wrinkle in there because of the dividend. And typically these companies that pay a dividend, they have good balance sheets. They have enough cash coming in where they just hand it out to the shareholders in the form of a dividend. So a lot of times they're the strongest companies in the economy. And it definitely is another dimension to your portfolio, where if you have to just be in stocks, or you want to be stock heavy but offer yourself some protection, it's worth a look to just take a look at big dividend paying stocks, especially defensive ones. And hopefully, you know, if a storm comes your way, you can do all right, or a flat market, or even if it goes up, hopefully it's something that interests you. And if it does, I wish you success with it. And if you have any insights on dividend stocks, feel free to just post a comment. We could talk about it. We're still a small channel here on the Mychal Raynes channel, and I try to reply to any comment that I see on any video. I might not get them all, but I get almost all of them. So feel free to let me know what you think. And if you're a dividend investor, I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to wrap us up for today. Thank you.